Welcome to Tea with Chelsea T. I'm your host, Chelsea T. The moment we have all been waiting for is upon us, the NFL playoffs. And unfortunately, it's a moment in which my Baltimore Ravens will not be participating in. But hey, what can you expect when you have a team that can hardly convert on third downs, led by a quarterback that looks like he's taking a nap on the sidelines? Where's the energy, Joe? We can hardly ever feel it. It's times like this where I would take the extra off-the-field antics in a quarterback, sort of like Cam Newton. At least his team is playing in the playoffs this weekend against the New Orleans Saints. The Saints won the regular season battle against the Panthers, and they're 7-1 at home. You would think that they are a cleat end to win. But ever since Carolina's victory in Week 14 against the Minnesota Vikings, I'm feeling a bit conflicted. In this game, we saw a Panthers team forcing turnovers, a Cam Newton escaping pressure, and using his feet to make plays, which is ultimately the biggest weapon a quarterback can have. And we also saw a Jonathan Stewart making it look real easy. With all these weapons, how can you not have your money on the Carolina Panthers? The question that will honestly come is if this Week 14 team will show up. Atlanta also has a lot on their shoulders, preparing for Wild Card Week. But luckily, they were able to break a previous historic trend. Now, y'all might know this, but let me school y'all. Since 1998, every season the Falcons have had a successful playoff campaign. The following year, they failed to make the playoffs. Well, a change certainly has come for this team and their opponent. The Los Angeles Rams, under the leadership of young but wise head coach Sean McVay, have completely eradicated the lows of what this Rams team once stood for. They haven't made it to the playoffs since 2004, losing against Mike Vick and the Atlanta Falcons, but this team is different. They're young, they're fresh. The Rams' backfield in 2004 was led by Marshall Faulk and Steven Jackson. Now, Marshall was nearing the end of his career, and rookie Steven Jackson did rush for over 600 yards in the season. But that force cannot be compared to Baltimore native Todd Gurley II, who is second in leading rushing behind Kareem Hunt. This is a different team, and I'm certainly looking forward to this playoff rematch. Taking it to the AFC side of things, the Buffalo Bills have completely taken charge of the headlines. It's been 17 years since they have tasted the playoffs, and now here they are. They did need a little bit of extra help from the Cincinnati Bengals to make it, but hey, that's a profound, interesting dynamic, as I love to say. I do believe their experience will be short-lived in this postseason, playing against the Jacksonville Jaguars, as well as the Tennessee Titans when they face the Kansas City Chiefs. The Titans just don't have enough offensive weapons to contest against the Chiefs. And I'm just going to say two words, okay? Kareem Hunt. This kid is a monster. But let's take a look at this quarterback matchup. As you can see, Alex wins this quarterback matchup in all categories. We haven't seen him put up numbers like this since his 2012 season starting for the San Francisco 49ers. Of course, that was short-lived when he suffered a concussion and Colin Kaepernick took over the starting position, and the rest is history. As for Marcus Mariota, he has recorded the lowest passer rating of his career and is at an interception high. I definitely have the Kansas City Chiefs taking this one, but facing the New England Patriots in the divisional round is going to be an entirely different narrative. Let me just vent and say that you all need to mark my words when I say that Nick Foles is not going to be enough to lead the Philadelphia Eagles to the Super Bowl. And I'm going to keep this nice and short for you, sort of like how their playoff experience will be this year. Nick hasn't played in a major role on a playoff team since 2013, filling in for Michael Vick. And I get it, he's a reliable backup quarterback, but there's a difference between a backup quarterback and a Super Bowl quarterback. It's like when your car has that check engine light on and you go to your friend down the street because they have the discounted oil change price, but you know good and well that a week later, that check engine light is going to come right back on and you're going to have to go right back to Moo Moo down the street. Well, Eagles fans, Nick Foles is your Moo Moo. He is not your Jiffy Lube, okay? He was convenient enough to step in for Carson Wentz to clinch home field advantage. But honestly, just really think about this. If they eventually face the Minnesota Vikings, if they get past the divisional round, best believe that check engine light will come on for this Eagles team. Fly, Eagles, fly. Enjoy your short-lived flight. But thank you all for watching. I'm sorry, Eagles fans. I know that really hurt, but y'all get over it. My Ravens team not even in the playoffs right now. But come join me on the couch and join me next week as I break down the divisional round of the playoffs. And remember that your day is never complete without a dose of tea with Chelsea Tea.